Alright, I'm going to try this one time with the AC on. I'm not sure if it's going to be hearable. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. My name is NHarmzWay Gaming, and this is Magic the Gathering Arena. See if we want anything from our daily deals. I think I've already got that. Nope, don't want anything from there. Let's go right back into ranked. When we left off, we were 1 or 2 pips into it, and I'm hoping that we can actually get into Mythic today. We'll see. Kaboom is our opponent. Let me know in the comments if the AC is too bad. Yeah, see, 2 lands and nothing but 3 drops. So we're going to have to mulligan that. There we go. That's a little better. And the sad thing is, I'm going to get rid of the Runaway Steamkin. Why? Because the Annex does me better, I think, in the long run. Say hello. Had I already gone through to end turn? I don't think I had meant to, but okay. That was not something that I had intended to do. Next to combat. We have first strike, so even if he blocks, we don't take any damage. That's going to suck. I need a shock right now. Well, that doesn't help me. So we're probably going to lose one of the Fervent Champions if he goes to attack me this turn. Okay, get rid of the other Annex. Oh, claiming my Annex so he can get this one up to 3. He only gets it till the end of his turn, but this is going to be a 3/3 now. And that kind of sucks for us. I mean, in the long run it's okay, because we're still going to do damage, but... So he sacrifices that. He doesn't have any food out, so the Witch's Oven's not going to help him. I can sacrifice the Runaway Steamkin in order to keep. I'm going to get 2 more, because he was better than a 4. Alright, so I think that we go straight in with everybody, and whoever he blocks is who gets the Embercleave. Oh, that works beautifully because we get first strike even. So he can do 3 damage to somebody, and we still got enough to move that to someone else. That works. I don't think we can equip right now, right? Oh, we did. Okay. So we end turn. That makes it more imperative for him to get rid of our Fervent Champion. And that's pretty much what I expected them to do. But, you know, you never know. So, 1 pip in Diamond Tier 1 with that victory. So, we've gotten, yay, 1 pip back into Diamond Tier 1. We're 1-0 for the day. Let's see if we can get 6 in a row. It would be nice. Got a complaint yesterday that only noobs and I forgot what the other word that they used was, play mono red. And, you know, that might be the case, but mono red was fairly prominent with 5 decks at Worlds this year. So it's not as if even World Championship contenders aren't using mono red. So, you know, kind of makes me wonder what they're thinking. When they say that only losers and somebody else use mono red. That worked because we can get Annex out next. Oh, he's got a Fervent Champion. 2 Fervent Champions. Well, that kind of hurts. And the sad thing is they're first strike, so even if we do block them, we don't kill them. Okay, so we can go here to Annex because the Annex wasn't going to work, and then the next one we go to Torbran. I can still take a couple of hits. I'm okay with that. We'll see what he puts out on the board afterwards. Now, this time we can actually take out one, but we're not going to because if they had a Infuriate or something along those lines, it was going to cost us even more. Oh, a Robber of the Rich. I bet they would have wished they had that out earlier. Alright, so an Embrith, a Torben, and anybody who knows Torbran knows that this now became very hurtful for them. Each of those ones causes 3 damage, and this is going to cause 8. And this time I will block with Torbran. Oh, but I don't have to. I'm not going to attack this time. I'm going to attack with Annex next one. I hope I get a shock or something along those lines. Okay, so we'll get 2 damage done to us if we use that. Let's do this. Let's Scorch Spitter here. So that's -1. And take the 4. And if he drops an Ember Cleave, which is what I expected, then we're going to take more damage, but we should still prove lethal this turn. Oh, darn it, I should have went with the Annex. Well, and that's my fault for not realizing that the Ember Cleave there, or on any of them would have probably killed us, but live and learn, and I am still fairly new to playing this, so... And as somebody in a chat that I was in before pointed out, counting's for blockers. And as you can tell, I don't do a lot of blocking. I'll take that damage. We'll keep this one. Say hello. Sabu 47. Fervent Champion kind of comes straight in. I'm okay with. No blocks. We'll go with a land and a Robber of the Rich. And take whatever he's got on top and shove it into either... Oh, another Robber of the Rich. Nice. We could use a second one next turn unless he gets more than one thing out. Or if he kills me, he could kill me. Well, he did. He wiped it, so... Fervent Champion, Phoenix of Ash. Let's see. More damage by going this route. But unblockable damage by going Phoenix of Ash. So he blocks the Scorch Spitter, which is cool with me. Second Scorch Spitter. A shock. I get that. They can be kind of ornery. We'll take 3 damage this turn. And we'll go with the Phoenix of Ash. Everybody goes in. Okay. Stomps the... Oh, on his turn. Okay. Ah, I get it. He expects to be able to block this turn. Okay. Well, let's do that then. If he blocks... Okay, so that dies. Alright. Just like we only have 3 mana, he's been stuck on 2 the whole game. So that could be why he's made the plays he's made. I could have played Annex last turn and let those 2 die and I already got 1/1s, but they won't be blockers. Okay. Or at least let one of them die, because that's what it would have happened. The Scorch Spitter would have died, the Fervent Champion would have stayed. But, you know, the way we did it was pretty good. It allowed us to kill his, and it allowed him to see, uh-oh, I don't really have anything I can do, and without drawing land on 2 mana, he pretty much had the same hand I did, and, you know, you need 4 mana to get everything out. 2 Infuriates, 1 Scorch Spitter, and a Shock. So we've got 1 creature to an Embercleave. I should not have kept this hand. Well, okay. Say hello. If we're lucky, we'll keep drawing land. If we're unlucky, we're going to suck because they're going to beat the crap out of this Scorch Spitter. Down to 14. We can't get rid of that. We can do this. For next turn, we can do 2 more damage, 3 more damage, sorry. I must say that I'm pretty happy that green doesn't have a lot of removal spells, because those hurt. I named the deck Ouchies. My grandson was watching me play and said, Ouchies. Yep, it's pretty much what they do the whole game. Ouchies to the opponent. So, go in unless they block, which they might. He might go straight in. Yeah, so we'll go in and use our light up the stage. If we don't draw a land with light up the stage, we can drop the land that we have and see what we actually do draw. But we did draw land, so that works. So next turn, they can see we've got an annex to put out. So if they want to get rid of stuff without the 1/1 satires coming out, satyrs, satires, they need to kill these now. 5 on 4. Okay, I'm not really worried about it. We're not going to block because he'll kill me. Annex. We've got annexes in reserve here too, so that's worth 4 points. This time, unless, hopefully he plays an annex or a Phoenix of Ash, that works. We block nothing. I was going to say we would block Fervent Champion or Robber of the Rich or whichever of those two came at us. Go in for 6. He can still come over the top at us, which is nice for him. Oh, wow. His hand is very, very reminiscent of my hand. See, that 3 right there is just enough that Stomp and Shock don't kill it. Use the Shock. That's okay. You get a 3/3 come in. I get a non-blocker, but that's fine. If I draw an Embercleave this time, or a Torvin, we go in with everything. I said good game. He said good game. Because he knows even if he blocks everything, he's pretty much going to die. Scorch Spitter. Okay. He's got to kill everything. And the sad thing is I'm going to get more 1/1 satires that come out. So that was a good game on their part. I mean, very similar decks, as you can see. And, you know, I'll give it to Dimitri when he said that mono red sucks. It does. And it can be a very powerful deck. Um, 4-1 right now. Thamelo is our opponent. We're going to keep this. We can get the Fervent Champion right out. They got an Alced out. Ah, well, that kind of sucked. Well, all right, so we'll do it this way. There. Fervent Champion. Shock the Celebrant. Actually, I should shock the Celebrant first, huh? In. They still have more than we do, but okay. Another Cruel Celebrant, okay. Got to do damage first. Ah, see, I shouldn't have put that land out first. Okay, well, we got one land for the next turn. And it looks like that's pretty much all we got. An annex and a land this next turn. And we're going to lose one of these. Nice, a Robber of the Rich. They've got 4 in their hand. So, let's do the Robber of the Rich. Now, we've got 4 in our hand. Let's do Infuriate. So that we can get the draw for Robber of the Rich. And it was a land draw. Okay with the trade. Probably should have done Annex first. Robber of the Rich next. Healer's Hawk, yeah. Should have held on to the shock for that, or even the Alced. Steamkin, not bad. So you put this out, so that gives me 5. So we put the Steamkin. That means they have a card that they can use against it. I'm wondering what their instant card they have in their hand is. Okay, he'll get a life. A second Cruel Celebrant. That's kind of hard on us. Everybody attack. Next to blockers. Okay. He's going to block the 1 drop? Okay. Everybody gets +1, so he's going to take 10 damage and lose a Cruel Celebrant. But, well, okay. But he's still taking 10 damage. I don't get that, but okay. Nothing we can do with the Steamkin sitting there. 2 Healer's Hawks, so they can get back 2 every turn. An Ember Cleave would be really cool right now. We didn't get it, though. So we can use his pump up to pump up once. We can use the rest to pump up once. Everybody goes in this time. Oh, okay, and he saw it. He saw what I was going to do, so he was going to take a lot of damage. He was going to lose all of his creatures, and if he didn't have a bunch of them sitting in his hand waiting to be dropped, that kind of sucked for him. Loaming Shaman, I really like that card. It's great in my green deck. I like it so much I have it in one of my green decks when I probably shouldn't. Probably not Katie. Okay. 2 Scorched Spitters, a Fervent Champion, and a Shock. You know what? We'll keep this. We can get that Fervent Champion out first. Say hello. 10th Street Dodger has haste. Normally I would go with the Scorched Spitter first, but no. This next turn we can do a Scorched Spitter and a Shock. They can not be blocked. So he's going to shock one of them. All right. Sad thing is I got 2 more. He's just waiting for me to block so he can say it can't be blocked. I'm okay with that. Oh, he was going to infuriate whichever one I blocked. So I'm glad I didn't block. I'm way behind the power curve, so kind of needed to do that. Or you light up the stage out. Thinking. A robber of the rich. That, man, that was worth 8 points. I think they're going to take the robber of the rich out, right? Which means we're not going to win this in one hand. Put the annex out this time and take the 6 points. Make them use the 10th Street Dodgers evasion. Now they could put out the Bone Crusher Giant. Or they could scoop. And scooping in that case is not a bad thing. They had a very good hand. If it weren't for us being able to get all those things out to block against them, they would have probably beaten us. Maze Freaker is our opponent. A Fervent Champion, a Robber of the Rich, a Light Up the Stage, a Torbrin. We're going to keep this to get the Fervent Champion out. I am not going to... I'm going to say that we're going to play this, and then we'll see how we do. Because if we win, that's great. If we don't, then if we win, we make it a Mythic. If we don't, then we're hosed. So how do we have the same number of cards? Did they drop one? I think they might have. Runaway Steamkin, yeah, those can get pretty big. And then a Fervent Champion, yeah. Wow, so that's a four damage we're going to take right now. Kind of wondering if I should do the Fervent Champion this turn or Annex this turn. What I would love is get Torbran out, because that would be phenomenal. And we can go Torbran. Let's do this turn. And if I were them, okay. I'll light up the stage. We can put that out. Oh, sorry. Couldn't put that out. I can put this one out. Ow. That's going to hurt a little more. Yeah, and it did. That hurt a little more. We're down to 6. And we still need to try and do 10 damage to them. Okay. Light up the stage. Torch Carrier. Legion War Boss, okay. Alright, so Mountain. Torbran. Okay, so that's going to be 4 first strike damage. They're down to 2. We're at 6, so Runaway Steamkin at 1, that's up to 4. A Torch Courier, that's up to 2, so that's what, 1, 2, 3, 6, so we're going to take at least 5 of this. Yeah, good game. We can't block it. This is where you say it back. Alright, so for those of you who joined us from YouTube, thanks a lot. I really appreciate you guys coming by. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. If you are a subscriber, hit that notification bell. I put these out 5 days a week. I put these out every weekday. If you guys are on the stream watching, stick around. We'll be right back. Talk to y'all later. This is NHarmzWay. Have a great day. Bye-bye.